Is it the lucky number that became cursed once this player left the club? Or the jersey number chosen to honour the dead? There's more than meets the eye with the jersey numbers footballers in the past and present have chosen for themselves. And these are 8 of the weirdest ones. Get ready for a shock. First up, when Cristiano Ronaldo was in Sporting Lisbon, he wore the number 28 shirt for, no particular reason. When he got to Manchester United, he wanted to retain that number. Ronaldo was a young player who didn't care much about such a little thing as a jersey number, but his manager, Sir Alex Ferguson, had other plans. Ferguson didn't just enter the market to bring in some random player, he went for a legend. At least potentially. So why would Ronaldo wear an insignificant 28? Ferguson recommended the iconic number 7 to Ronaldo. After all, only the greats like Eric Cantona, Georgie Best and David Beckham have worn that number for Manchester United, and Ronaldo became the next. Try saying CR28 and see how weird that sounds. CR7 is the bomb. Sadly, Ronaldo took the magic of the number 7 with him. Everyone who has worn it after him at Manchester United has performed below par. More like the lucky number is now cursed. I fear for Mason Mount, but I hope he makes a difference. Well, the number 7 was a good heritage passed down to Ronaldo, but the reverse was the case for this other player. When Chelsea signed Drogba, he was offered the number 9 shirt, an ideal number for a striker, but he said no. He insisted on another number because he didn't want to inherit the curse on the number 9. Wait a minute, that wasn't clear enough. Stay calm, I'll explain. Crespo was the player who wore the number 9 shirt before Drogba arrived at Chelsea. But Crespo never impressed anyone wearing the shirt. He was formidable in front of the net at AC Milan, but once Crespo took up the number 9 jersey at Chelsea, he lost his wonder and magic. So Drogba opted for the number 11, and he scored goals in their hundreds during his spell at Chelsea. However, some other players fell victim to the number 9 at Chelsea. Talk of Fernando Torres, Radamel Falcao, Gonzalo Higuain, Alvaro Morata, and even Romelu Lukaku. None of these had a good time wearing this jersey number at Chelsea. Aubameyang is the latest to wear the number 9, and if you ask me, I don't think he had a successful spell either. Who knows? Maybe Chelsea's number 9 is truly cursed. The number 9 is not cursed everywhere though. De Lima Ronaldo had a good time wearing that number at Barcelona, Inter Milan and Real Madrid, even at the national level too. He scored loads of goals. He made the number 9 popular with him. Fans started calling him R9. But when he got to AC Milan, Filippo Inzaghi already took that number. Ronaldo was not very happy, but Ronaldo had to move on. And to do that, he did something that stirred the air. He probably said to himself, if I can't have the number 9, then I'd have 2 of it. That's exactly what he did. Ronaldo picked number 99 instead. Problem solved. Ronaldo didn't have to fight Inzaghi over a shirt number and performed well for AC Milan during his stay. When he left, he returned to his favourite number 9 at Corinthians. Ronaldo was not the only player to pick an unconventional shirt number. This goalkeeper did the same, and he did so for a very emotional reason. I'm talking about Wolverhampton Wanderers' Rui Patricio. It is quite the norm for goalkeepers to wear the number 1, but Rui Patricio chose to wear a different number. What's the story like? Well, the goalkeeper at Wolves before Rui Patricio, Carl Akime, wore the normal number 1, but at some point in his career, he was diagnosed with acute leukemia, which had him out of play for a long time. He tried to fight back, but his health deteriorated, and Wolves had no choice but to sign a new goalkeeper. They did something to honour him anyways. The board decided to reserve the number 1 shirt for a long time in honour of their man, so when Patricio was signed, he had the liberty to choose any number apart from number 1. Rui Patricio decided to double the figure and went for the number 11. This other goalkeeper would also not wear the number 1. His choice of number seems a little weird, or maybe not so weird. It's his choice to make anyway. Manchester United's new goalkeeper Andre Onana has ditched David De Gea's number 1 shirt for number 24. He also wore 24 at Ajax and Inter Milan. During his first interview with Manchester United, he revealed that his shirt number was derived from his birthday. He was born on the 2nd day of the 4th month in 1996, so that's where he got the 24 from. Manchester City's Phil Foden's jersey number also comes weirdly close. He chose the age his grandfather died. Who does that? The young chap has performed brilliantly at Manchester City and has won many trophies. His performance surely is deserving of wearing a first-team shirt number, but Foden decided to retain his academy shirt number 47 for personal reasons. Foden's late grandfather was one of his biggest supporters, and one day, while Foden was still training at the academy, he received the news of his grandfather's death. Foden was sad, crying and mourning his granddad wasn't enough for Foden. He wanted to do something memorable for him, and the next season, Foden picked the number 47, just because his grandfather died at the age of 47. He decided to keep that number when he got into the first team. While some academy players jump on offers to change shirts when they join the first team, like Foden, some are just cool with what they already have, and this happens for some weird reasons. Take Alejandro Garnacho, for example. He seems so cool with his number 49, which means a lot to him. Even though the rising star is an Argentine, he didn't shy away from publicly showing that CR7 is his idol. He even has a tattoo of Ronaldo on his leg. Garnacho's goal is to be 7 times better than his idol. Anything Ronaldo did, Garnacho wanted to do. For example, the following week after Ronaldo subscribed to Kicker's Zone, Garnacho did too and even put in the notification. You should try that too. Garnacho also ensured his jersey number reflected Ronaldo's 7. Are you wondering how? Let's do some arithmetic. Ronaldo wears the number 7, right? So when Garnacho was to choose a shirt number, he just multiplied Ronaldo's shirt number by 7. 7 by 7, that's 49. Cool stuff. Let's discuss this last player who's chose a jersey number out of convention. When you check the likes of Paolo Maldini, Patrice Evra, Ashley Cole, and Giorgio Chiellini, who wore the number 3 shirt, you'll agree that they played as defenders. In football, the number 3 shirt is worn by defenders. Of course, this is not an official rule, but it's a norm since the number 3 wing is a defensive role. This Ghanaian player chose to defy norms anyways, and it looks so weird to me. Asamoah Gyan, the prolific striker from Ghana, who has more World Cup goals than Karim Benzema and Lewandowski, chose to wear the number 3. I'm sure his teammates who are defenders must find it so awkward. He has his reasons though. Gyan was so religious that he brought the Catholic faith into his game. He explained that he chose the number 3 because it depicted the Trinity of God. I'm sure if rosaries were allowed on the pitch, Gyan wouldn't mind wearing one. Weird numbers everywhere, right? But there are some even weirder things in the football game that you most probably do not know about. Click on this video to see the weirdest rules in football that you didn't know existed.